Hello, everyone from Chelsea Fan TV. I hope we are all doing very, very well. Listen, big news yesterday. Cole Palmer finishing 25th in the Ballon d'Or. We're going to break it down. Who finished in front of this guy? And quite frankly, is this deserved? I don't think so. If you look in recent history, Mason Mount finished 19th when he was a Chelsea player. I would say that Cole Palmer's had a much better season individually than Mason Mount. But listen, everything is part of an opinion, Ballon d'Or included. Some people take it seriously, some don't. If you haven't already smashed the like button, please do. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It makes a massive difference. And big up to everyone that is watching so far. We're going to break down everything regarding that Ballon d'Or situation. We're going to see what people are saying, what they're not saying as well. And we're going to go from there. So, yeah, just one thing as well. I hope everyone's doing well on this Tuesday morning. We've got Newcastle tomorrow. There will be a preview later in the day. A little bit of news as well regarding that Manchester United game with Erik ten Hag. We have found out that, let me show you, Robert Jones will be taking charge of Chelsea's Premier League clash versus Manchester United. And I agree with Solomon. At least he is not bold. We've had no luck there, have we? So long may the bold managers bold referees stay away from Chelsea, because we never have any luck. But yeah, there you go. So yeah, let's break it down. Let's see what people have been saying regarding the Ballon d'Or. I mean, personally, I actually think that Rodri deserved to win it. I wouldn't have given it to Vinicius, because one of the criterias is that you have to be a good sport. And I wouldn't say Vinicius is. I think he's just a total arsehole, to be honest. On a football pitch, maybe off the pitch he's lovely, but like, there's no respect for him on a football pitch in terms of the way he carries himself. He's a great player, but there's no class about what he does. Yeah, I mean, I just think it's crazy, to be honest with you guys. I mean, if we look at this, Cole Palmer finished 25th in the Ballon d'Or after 33 GA in the Premier League and scoring in the Euro 2024 final. I mean, do you think that that's a fair? Do you think that's a fair assessment? I think it's really harsh. ZL says it's rigged. I think it's super harsh, to be totally honest with you. I mean, how many people did more than Palmer individually? And then people say, well, he didn't do anything for his country. He scored in the Euro 2024 final. He was literally one of England's best players without even playing half of the time. Phil Foden was no one compared to Cole Palmer. Where did Phil Foden finish in this Ballon d'Or rankings? Let's have a look at this. Let's break it down, people. Let's break it down, because I am not impressed with what I have seen so far. I think it's an absolute disgrace. Yeah, to be totally honest with you. How does that work? Right, here we go. Right, we're going to break down the rankings, because this is unbelievable. So what we want to understand is, should these people finish in front of Cole Palmer, and how was their season individually? Yeah, and if we can get our head around that, then maybe there's something on this. But I have a feeling we won't be able to. So I think we'll be looking at this and we'll probably be going to ourselves, you know, this is an absolute disgrace. What are we doing? That's my opinion on it. But yeah, let's have a look anyway. Okay. Here we go. So I'm going to share my screen. I can't even believe we're having this conversation, to be honest with you guys. I cannot believe we're having this conversation. Oh, advert. There we go. They love an advert, don't they? Right. Let's go. Mats Hummels, 29, Borussia Dortmund. Well, I think he's been pretty good for Dortmund, in fairness. Artem Dovik, Girona, Ukraine. Yeah, he's just gone to Roma, if I'm not wrong. Alex Grimaldo, Bayern Leverkusen, finishes 28. Vitinha, who, if I'm not wrong, had a good season at PSG. That's fair enough. Declan Rice, 26. Cole Palmer, 25. So all these other guys finished below Palmer, so we don't really need to scrutinize it that much. But we are going to scrutinize 24 onwards. William Saliba, Arsenal in France. Is that fair? William Saliba. In fairness, I will say this. Arguably one of the best centre-backs in the league. He had a very good season. Is that unfair? I feel like we're going to see a lot worse than Saliba, to be honest with you. I do feel like we're going to see a lot worse. Let's see, who's 23? Ruben Diaz? Nah, not for me. Not for me. Not for me. Palmer's had a better individual season than well, he's had a better individual season than Saliba as well, let's be honest. But I can understand why they put Saliba there. I mean, Diaz has got trophies to his name as well. I'll give him that. Yeah, what the hell is Saliba doing in front of Palmer? I changed my mind on that. So Palmer automatically is 24 from this point because Diaz has got the trophies. I'll give him that. He's got trophies. He had a very good individual season. I'm trying to not be too biased here, guys. I'm trying to not be too biased and actually look at this in a level-headed way. So that's how I'm going to approach this. I can't just say Palmer's better than everyone, even though, let's be honest, he probably is. But we've got to go on last season, club form, individual form as well. So let's see who's next. So right now we've got him ahead of Saliba. Diaz, I guess I can accept. Rudiger. Yeah, Rudiger's Rudiger. The thing is, guys, this is the thing. When, like, I look at Rudiger, for example, that guy's a beast, man. He is a beast. So I don't know if I should be looking at this and just going into, like, some people are saying talent alone, but you're saying it's a popularity contest for journalists and most of the higher ranked players are on winning teams. That's the thing. If your team is winning, then that's fair. If they're not winning and you're still doing well, though, isn't that like a credit to how good you are as an individual player? Isn't that where the whole individual award comes from anyway? So that's what I would say to that. What else? Who else have we got? So I might have to change my mind on Diaz as well, to be fair. I can accept Rudiger. I think we can all accept Rudiger. Rudiger has been unbelievable at Real Madrid. But I'm just looking at it in the Premier League. You can't tell me Diaz individually has been better than Palmer. You can't tell me Saliba's been better than Palmer. The reality is, no matter how good you are as a defender, unless you are up there with the very, 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 very best, and to be fair, those three have done well, you can't compete with Cole Palmer. I got Cole Palmer ahead of Saliba. I got Cole Palmer ahead of Diaz. I'll be honest, Rudiger's been a bloody good player, and I struggle to see. I don't know how many clean sheets Real Madrid have got. Yeah, let's move on. Who's next? Oh, that is such a load of rubbish. Saka 21. He's rubbish. Nah, man. Nah. Let's look at this. Saka versus Palmer stats. This is where we scrutinize, because you know what, Rudiger, in fairness to him, Real Madrid, they won the Champions League. I'm sure they won La Liga. All of these trophies. I know he had a great individual season because I like Rudiger and I do follow how he does. You cannot tell me that. Oh, mate. Absolutely horrendous. Let's have a look at this. Let's have a look. I mean, just going on this season alone, it's very, very difficult to put Saka ahead of Palmer. But we also need to go on last season. Yeah, we can't just speak about one season. We've got to try and we've got to try and look at this in a level-headed way. So let's look at Palmer stats. Let's look at Saka as well, because this is actually the one that gets passed around the most. Everyone speaks about Palmer versus Saka, even though this isn't even a conversation anymore. As soon as Palmer kept the form going this season from last season, that's when you knew he was already better than Saka. Because if Palmer had just been amazing for one season, it would have been fair enough. But there's something about some players that is just, I don't know how to say it. Like Messi, you knew that Messi, like anyone who thinks Ronaldo's better than Messi, you know deep down that he's not. Why? Because Messi's beautiful to watch. And that's what Palmer is. He's beautiful to watch. It's not just a footballer with stats who scores goals and gets assists. He looks good while he's doing it. He's beautiful to watch on the pitch. Right. We're going to go last season, and then we're going to go Palmer last season as well. And this season, I can already tell you, Palmer's been way, way, way better. So let's have a look at this. Okay. Where do we start? Let's start with Saka. Go on then. Let's start with Saka. Saka, Bukayo Saka. Right. Okay. Premier League last season, 35 games, 16 goals. This is goals, isn't it? I'm sure it is. This is assists. 20 goal contributions in all comps. 34 if you go GA. So 34 GA, 47 games. One assist, one goal in the Euros. That's pretty much all we need, isn't it? I mean, if we look at the consistency, pretty consistent. I'll give him that. It's 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Couple of spaces, 1, 1. Couple of doubles there. 1, 1, 1. Yeah. So it's pretty consistent, isn't he, Saka? But what? So we've got 34 goals in all competitions in 47 games. Now, let's get on to the serious stuff now. Let's talk about the real baller. Do not sit here and tell me that Bukayo Saka is better than Cole Palmer. Don't sit here and tell me that. Don't do it. Are you seeing the same things that I'm seeing right now? Are you seeing this? Guys, this isn't even a conversation. Saka has 34 GA in 47 games. Palmer has 42 GA in 48. Bro, 22 goals in the Prem, 11 assists. Picked up goals in cup competitions as well. Now, I know these for Man City, these two, but actually these were both technically finals. And he still scored in those games. I know that Community Shield's not the most important thing, but he scored a goal to help, try and win a trophy. Same with the Super Cup. This guy is built different. Don't compare Bukayo Saka to Cole Palmer. Don't do that. That is just wrong on so many levels. I can't even believe we're having this conversation. So we can all agree straight off of that, yeah, we can all agree that Bukayo Saka doesn't lace Cole Palmer's boots. I mean, I've just proved it. 34 GA, 42 GA. Right. Let's move on, because that was actually extremely easy. I thought Saka would put up more of a fight, to be honest with you, but no. Right, so we can agree that Palmer's in front of Saliba. He's in front of Diaz. I can accept that he's not in front of Rudiger. I can accept that. Bukayo Saka is in front of him. So Palmer right now is at least number 22 in our eyes. At least number 22. All right, who's next? Right. Yeah, I'm not seeing. I can't even pronounce his name. Kachinaglu. I think that's how you pronounce it. Kachinaglu. Yeah, guys. I mean, look, I'm sure the guy's had a great season, but are you telling me that individually he's done better than Palmer? Are you telling me that? It's bullshit. Absolute rubbish. It's not happened. It has not happened. I'm telling you this. I'm absolutely telling you this. We haven't even spoken about Cole Palmer's stats this season either, right? Like when we get into the fact that he's kept it going, it's not like he was great last year and he stopped. He has continued this vein of form. He has continued it. Big up to everyone watching. We've got over 220 people here, 63 on YouTube, 163 on X. Guys, can we get up to 60 likes on YouTube, please? I do appreciate it. It makes a massive difference and helps us. So smash the like button, please. It does help massively. And big up to everyone in the chat. I am going to respond to you as well. All United's new manager is Ruben. Oh, fair enough. Has that been confirmed by Fabrizio? Haven't even seen it. Yeah, I'm bothered with the disrespect. The disrespect. That's all it is. And if we don't highlight how bad it is, when will it ever change? You know, that's the way I see it. So you need to highlight the poor decisions. That's what you need to highlight. It doesn't personally affect me, but let's be honest, Palmer deserves to be higher. We've already established he should be higher than where he is at the moment, which is 25. And we've proven with Bukayo Saka, statistically, he's been much better. So it's not to say that Saka's had a bad season, but he's been nowhere near as good as Cole Palmer. You cannot compare the two. It's just incomparable. And that's the way I see it. Where the fuck is these stats? Where are they? Right. Okay. All right, let's go with yeah, I mean, oh mate, you can't tell me this guy. Look, I haven't watched a lot of it, and I know this guy's had a good season. Are you telling me that this guy has had a better season than Cole Palmer? Individually. Are you telling me that? I know he's a midfielder. It's actually pretty good for a midfielder. Of course it is. 18 GA and 14. But come on. Come on, guys. Come on. 18 GA. This guy's a goal scorer midfielder as well, yeah? Palmer, 42 GA. He's not even been available for some of the games as well. He's played 40. Palmer played 48 games. He played more games. His team didn't even qualify for the Euros. Wait, no, sorry. He's Turkish. What am I talking about? What's the Italy Cup? They didn't play the Italy Cup. Why are they highlighting that then? He did play in the Euros. Sorry, that's my fault. Scored a goal. Yeah. Champions League, he scored 1 goal. Come on, guys. Nah, not for me. Not for me. Not for me. Palmer is in front of Kachinoglu as well. 100%. I'm not. No, I can't accept that. If you think Kachinoglu finishes behind Palmer, let me know in the chat. If you think he finishes in front of Palmer, let me know in the chat. Because right now, I think we can all agree that this is an absolute disgrace. So I've got Palmer 21st. I got him here. The only player that I can accept is in front of Palmer is Rudiger. I will accept that. I will accept that. I'll be honest. I will accept that. Because Rudiger's had a fantastic season. He's won all the trophies as well. I don't think he's put much of a foot wrong, really, since he's been at Madrid over the past couple of years. Big up to Rudiger. Right. Who's next? Odegaard. That's funny. Oh, that's funny. Is it even worth doing that one? Is it even worth it? Okay, I'll do it anyway. I'll do it anyway. Martin Odegaard. Come on then. Fucking shambles. The fact that we're even having this conversation, Odegaard, that is honestly, that is laughable. That is fucking laughable. Martin Odegaard. You're telling me Martin Odegaard's better than Cole Palmer? I would take Saka over Odegaard, and Saka finished behind Odegaard. That's such a dead decision. How can you do that? It's ridiculous. It's honestly, it's ridiculous. So bad. Let's do last season. Is it? Yeah, last season. Because a lot of this is based on last season. We've only just started this season, so it's hard to. Oh, mate, come on. Come on. Are you kidding me? Is this a genuine? Is this really genuine? 22 GA. Cole Palmer literally almost has double. This is what I'm talking about, Max. This is what I'm talking about. All the pens. Oh, mate. Wait. Hang on. I'm Chelsea. Maybe it's because of all the pens last year, because that's why people were hating on him last season. Nah, man. But the thing is also, Palmer didn't miss a pen. Yeah, he didn't miss one. And not to mention, like, did you see the goals he scored as well? He scored perfect hat tricks against Everton and teams like that. It is a disgrace. Palmer was lucky to be on this list. This is exactly why Chelsea fans are just the most work to deal with. Palmer played one full season of football. Well, listen, Ian, it's a season-by-season competition. So guess what? If he was great the season before, it doesn't matter with this competition because it's a season-by-season basis. It's an individual award. That's why they have this competition every year instead of every 2 years, you absolute tool. It's ridiculous. So no, I don't accept that at all. I don't accept that whatsoever. You're telling me that this is better than what Cole Palmer produced last season. You're telling me that Martin Odegaard, 48 games, 22 goals and assists combined. You're telling me that is better than this. You're telling me that is better than this. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Unbelievable, man. Right. So we know Palmer finishes in front of Saliba, in front of Diaz, in front of Saka, in front of Kachanoglu, in front of Martin Odegaard. So he's sitting in 20th at the moment instead of 25th, based on the logic of what we are reading now. Who's next? Martinez. He won the Yashin, the goalkeeping trophy, didn't he? Now I like Martinez. To be fair, I do like his goalkeeping ability, and I would have taken him at Chelsea if we ever went in for him. And I know we were linked with him at one point. Do I think he deserved to finish in front of Cole Palmer? Oh, this is a bit of a. It's hard to compare a goalkeeper, isn't it? But I'll be real, like, nah, man. I'm struggling to see that. Why is Martinez in front of Palmer? What did Villa do? Everyone's talking about trophies. What did Villa do? Come on, guys. How many clean sheets did he get? Goals conceded, 61. And what is this? Oh, so fucking annoying. Goals conceded. Oh, I think he got 15. Is that 15 clean sheets? Yeah. 15 clean sheets in 47 games. Martinez got 15 clean sheets. So, I mean, who got more clean sheets? Most clean sheets in Europe. 2023/24. I mean, I'm guessing they're judging this on clean sheets as well as the fact that the goalkeepers have been performing as well. Where's the clean sheets? So 8 clean sheets according to this website. So Alisson was in front of him, Onana, Edison, Leno for Fulham, Pickford, Raya. Guys, can you tell me if this website's accurate? I'm not even sure. I'm going to go on the Premier League app and check because I'm not 100% sure if this is accurate, but I will double check. Season stats, last season. Let's go with clean sheets. Yeah, David Raya, 16. How many clean sheets did... What's his name? How many clean sheets did Martinez get? 8. Piss off, man. Piss off. Not even a conversation. Not even a conversation. Don't talk to me about the Ballon d'Or. Right. Cole Palmer's in front of Saliba. He's in front of Diaz. He's in front of Saka. He's in front of Kachanoglu. He's in front of Odegaard. Certainly better than Martinez. You couldn't even get the most clean sheets in your league, my friend. No, thank you. Valverde. Is that a fair assessment? I like Valverde. I think Valverde is a very good player. I will leave this one to the comments. Is Valverde, did he have a better individual season than Cole Palmer last year? Did Valverde have a better season? Part of me is also starting to think maybe Rudiger shouldn't be ahead of Palmer either. I don't even know. Do you think Valverde should be in front of Palmer? Do you think Rudiger should be in front of Palmer? Is this Real Madrid bias? Have I been paid off? Has someone slipped a brown envelope underneath the table from Madrid? Little PayPal transfer. I don't know, guys. Help me out here. 4th. And Chelsea finished 6th. Come on, guys. Is this the standard for the Ballon d'Or? Is that come on? Villa didn't get to any cup finals? Nah, man, not for me. Even with Villa's individual season, like, does that not show you how impressive Palmer's been? The fact that the team wasn't performing and he still was. What if Villa were playing badly? Then what would we be saying about Martinez? We'd probably be going, wow, this guy's conceding a lot of goals. Not with Palmer. He doesn't stop. Only reason he's ahead is because of the trophies. Palmer was better. No and no. I'm with you. Okay, that's fine. Let's go with that then. So, as it stands, we are all in agreement. Palmer is better than Valverde last season. Martinez, Odegaard, Kachanoglu, definitely better than Saka. Rudiger, Diaz, Saliba. So we've got Palmer in 17th place at the moment. I mean, Rudiger I was debating, but to be honest, I don't think he had a better season than Rudiger. Valverde, I really like Valverde. In the midfield, I know that he's been very good for Madrid, but Did he match the heights of what Cole Palmer matched? You know, Cole Palmer was the second highest scorer in the league with 22 goals. And he was the second most assists in the league with 11. If it was for Erling Haaland, who's an absolute machine, Cole Palmer would have been the highest scorer in the league. And Watkins, you know, he had more assists than De Bruyne as well. Like, we have to take these things into account. I know that you can't just stat pad, but also we watch this guy on the pitch. He doesn't really put a foot wrong anyway. Whereas Valverde, he does score goals sometimes, but he's just an out-and-out machine in the midfield. Saka. Is Granit Xhaka better than Cole Palmer? Now, individually, the answer is clearly no. But I think we're going to go on trophies with this one as well. I mean, Xhaka, what did Bayern Leverkusen win last season? Was it the domestic double? They lost the cup final to Atalanta, didn't they? Where do we stand on Granit Xhaka? Yeah, that's why he didn't get any trophies, but this is an individual competition, Taylor. This is an individual competition. This is the whole thing, like, and actually, I mean, I've always been Messi over Ronaldo, but I mean, if Messi didn't win the World Cup when he did, do you think he would have won the Ballon d'Or? Do you think he would have? I personally don't think he would have. I think that was like the icing on the cake. But why is it always got to be about trophies in an individual competition? Why can't it be about looking with your eyes at who is just a great player? Jack is a good player. But I'm sorry, he's not as good as Cole Palmer. We all know this. He's not as good as Cole Palmer. He didn't have a good season like Palmer did. Individually, yes, Leverkusen were very good. But Cole Palmer could have got in the Leverkusen team. He was that good. Am I overreaching here, guys? Yeah, I'm with you there, Taylor. I'm with you. Mr. Diamond says worse than Palmer. All right, let's move on. Nico Williams. What are we doing here? What are we doing? What are we doing? Nico Williams ahead of Cole Palmer. Really? Really? Here we go again. Right. Oh, mate. Don't even fucking try me. Jesus. Let's have a look at this. Oh, come on. Come on. You're joking me. You're joking me. Look at this. You are honestly comparing this to Cole Palmer. First of all, Palmer played 10 more games, which means he was available, I'm guessing. Well, maybe they just didn't get through some of the competitions, to be fair. I don't know. Take that with a pinch of salt. 8 goals, 19 assists. It's good, isn't it? It is good. It is good. 27 goal contributions. Is that anything near 42? Is that anything compared to what we can see on this sheet here? Do you genuinely think that Nico Williams... Yeah, I know. Look, I'm not saying that he didn't have a good Euros. I know Nico Williams had a good Euros, but we're not judging by Euros. This is what I was just saying about international competitions. Like, you need to prove it over a whole season. You've got to be better than that. I'm sorry, it's not good enough. Not good enough. Palmer, again, just better in every way. Everywhere. I think Nico Williams got more assists, but you see what I'm saying? Like, you can't tell me he had a better season than Palmer individually. You can't say that. Ademola Lookman, Atalanta won the Europa League, beating Bayern Leverkusen. He's not better than Palmer. Come on, guys. Are you serious? Not for me, man. Lookman, not for me. Danny Ullman, RB Leipzig. He now plays for Barcelona. They recently signed him. Do you put Cole Palmer ahead of Danny Olmo in there? Not for me, guys. Let's have another look. Danny Olmo. I'm sure he had a very good season. I know he did, but again, I just think like we've got to look at it individually. You can't just look at the teams. You've got to look at it individually. 23-24. Danny Olmo. It's not even so fucking. Really? You're putting him ahead of Palmer? It's quite boring now, to be honest with you guys. Like, that is ahead of Palmer. 8 goals, 5 assists, 25 appearances, wasn't even available half the time. Palmer played practically double the amount of games. Availability is also a sign of quality, guys. Let's not remember players like Aspilicueta. One of the reasons we like Gallagher. I know some people didn't like Gallagher, but Gallagher was always available. And I think availability is a massive commodity in football. And you can see that Danny Olmo's not been available a lot of the time. And when he has, he's been okay. But, like, you can't tell me he had a better season than Palmer because of that. You just can't say. You can't tell me that. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Right. So who's actually ahead of Palmer at this point? I don't have a single person. You could argue Granit Xhaka, maybe. But then that goes with club football, and we're talking about individual. So then you would say, no, Palmer's had a better season. So right now, Palmer's 13th based on that outlook. Florian Wirtz, Bayern Leverkusen. He's been heavily linked with Bayern Munich. Do you think that's fair? That he is in front of Cole Palmer for this one? Florian Wirtz. If England had won the Euros, would it have been Bellingham that won the Ballon d'Or? It's a good question. It's a very good question. Real Gem says, I like him finishing that low. Gives the British media and the opposition less ammo to build him up so that they can try and bring him down. I think that Florian Wirtz had a very good season, in fairness. So I think it's hard to justify Palmer over Wirtz because individually he was very good, wasn't he? He was a key part. And he's been linked with Bayern Munich for a reason. So he is probably the first player that I will accept Cole Palmer finishing below Florian Wirtz. That's fair. Phil Foden. Fuck right off. Phil Foden doesn't lace any of Cole Palmer's boots. He's not good enough. Did you see how the guy played for England? If Phil Foden doesn't play under Pep Guardiola for Man City with all the best players in the world around him, he is not a good player. You don't put Phil Foden in Chelsea's team last season and get anything near. I don't even think you get a quarter of what Palmer gave us last season from Phil Foden if he was in this Chelsea team. And for that reason, and what we saw for England, Foden was an absolute disgrace for England. I never want to see Foden start ahead of Cole Palmer for England. Yeah, no, but that was a disgrace as well. He should have never got the best player award in the Premier League. Never, ever, ever, ever. For me, Phil Foden is a great player, but only when he plays in great teams. And that is why I say individually, Cole Palmer is a much better player than Phil Foden will ever be. For me, that's that. I actually had to think about Florian Wirtz, right? I had to think about that. But no, Phil Foden, I'm not having it. If Phil Foden was in Cole Palmer's position, let's just say Palmer was a little bit older than Foden. Yeah. Just to give you guys a bit more of an idea. Let's say that was the case. Yeah. And Palmer was playing regularly. And then Foden broke through into the team a bit like Palmer did, but struggled to get minutes because Palmer had already cemented himself in the team. Foden getting sold. He's not getting a place in that team. He's not, because Palmer doesn't give him a chance to get in. And yeah, for me, Palmer has always had Phil Foden's number. I don't even think that's a comparison. It is a good comparison. Of course it is. That's not my point. The point is, as an individual, Palmer's a much better player. If you can do it with bad teams, you can do it with good teams. You're a great player. Phil Foden can only do it with the best team. And that is my criticism on him. Harry Kane by Munich. What are we saying about Harry Kane, guys? Better season than Cole Palmer? No trophies. You can't throw that out there that he won trophies. What did Harry Kane win? He brought the Tottenham curse with him to Bayern München. What do you think? Let me know in the chat, guys. Also, big up to everyone. Let's get 60 likes on YouTube. We've got 300 of you watching. About 60 of you on YouTube, 250 on X. Big up to everyone in the chat. If you haven't already smashed a like, it does help massively. I really appreciate it. I will be doing as many live videos as I can to try and keep you informed on all of the latest Chelsea news. We will also be doing a Chelsea preview later on today. So big up to everyone, and appreciate the support. But yeah, Harry Kane, what do we think about Kane? Palmer didn't win anything with Chelsea. That's why he can't even make a case for himself for the players above him, as the Ballon d'Or is judged on achievements, individual awards, fair play. What did Harry Kane win? I'll wait. I will wait. Toni Kroos, Real Madrid, number 9. What's the Diaz rumors? You're not the first person who said that. Are we rumored to be trying to buy Diaz? Is that what people are saying? Is that the crack? What's the whole Diaz rumors? Can somebody update me, please? Because I'm not seeing it anywhere. Fair enough, Taylor. Go on, then. We'll let Harry Kane go in front of Palmer. He can have it. He can have it. They want to sell Diaz. Show me the money. Show me the money. Toni Kroos, did he have a better season than Cole Palmer? What do we think? I mean, to be fair, when we go up on this list, it's hard to argue with some of these names. Yamal had a great season. Toni Kroos, it was his final year individually. He did very well, won lots of trophies as well. Martinez, some people saying he should have been top 3. He had an exceptional season. Mbappe, very good player. Haaland, number 5. Dani Carvajal, he had an exceptional season, scored the winner in the Champions League final as well. Bellingham, Vinicius, and Rodri. What do we think about Rodri winning that competition? Do you think that that was a justified decision? Personally, I don't have a problem with it. I genuinely didn't have an issue. I think that for me, I think Rodri is a really, really good player, and I do think that he deserves the award. I think I understand why people think Vinicius will win it, but sometimes you just have to accept that a player has such a good season in a position where nobody ever really wins, and I do think that you can argue they do deserve it. Like there's been other players in the past that never won it, and it was controversial. Wesley Sneijder, Iniesta, Xavi, players like that. So for me, Rodri, I don't have a massive issue with it, and I am actually going to see if I can show you something as well, which is totally random, but it is to do with the Ballon d'Or. Now, for those of you who don't know, I was in Porto when we won the Champions League and we beat Man City. I was there. And a lot of you might have seen this photo. I'll go on full screen so you can see it, of me and Roman Abramovich. And this was in a restaurant the day after we won the Champions League. But I also had the privilege of meeting the current Ballon d'Or winner, Rodri. And that was the day after we beat him. So, yeah, we had our food. We enjoyed our meal. Met Roman Abramovich. And then I rubbed salt in the wounds of Rodri. I said, stick that up on Instagram. Oh, hang on a second. You don't have it. And guess what? You don't have a Champions League either. But he does now. But yes, I did meet Rodri. And he was nice enough to take a photo with me. But during that season, we can all agree Jorginho was better than Rodri. But yeah, Rodri is currently the Ballon d'Or winner. So that is my claim to fame. I need to sit that up on Instagram, actually, don't I? See, I'm behind on the curve. But yes, that will be going up on the gram. But yeah, I mean, listen, guys, if you enjoyed the video, let me know. We've got 316 of you in the building. Can we please see if we can get up to 70 likes on YouTube? I don't even know how many we're on. Let me know before we go how many likes we're on. If you haven't already, smash the like button. I also want to give a big shout out to Omelie. Guys, if you are a football fan, a lot of you are watching on Twitter as well, this is a good app for you. Omelie is totally free. It's an app where you talk to other football fans. That's literally why it was designed. It doesn't cost anything. It's totally free. You can go on Android, Apple, whatever it is. There's a link in the description as well on YouTube. If you're on X, then you can go on Chelsea Fan TV's profile. It's pinned at the top with a link. But yeah, check out Omelie, guys. I am going to be doing lots of shows on there. I was with Nina yesterday. I'll probably do a show with Kev in the coming few days as well. And I will be jumping on there with Lewis as well. So if you want to jump on and speak to any of us, download the app, then you'll get some notifications. And we can talk anything football, really. But obviously, I'm guessing you want to speak about Chelsea. So smash the like button, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I just want to say big up to everyone that's been watching. I really appreciate your time. And we will catch up very, very soon. All the best, guys. And have a great day.